What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis, whose phrase of sorrow conjures the wondering stars, and makes them stand like wonder-wounded hearers? This is I, Hamlet, the Dane. Too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. The everlasting and fix its cannon against self-slaughter. Weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. Eye on it! Eye! It's an unweeded garden that grows to seed. Things rank and gross in nature possess it merely that it should come to this. 2 months dead. Not so much, not 2. So excellent a king there was to this, Hyperion to a satyr. So loving to my mother that he might not beteem the winds of heaven visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth. As I remember, she would hang on him. This increase of appetite had grown by what it fed on. Yet, within a month, let me not think on it. Frailty, thy name is woman. I'll have a month. Oh, yeah, those shoes were old with which he followed my poor father's body. Like Niobe, all tears. She. A beast that wants discourse of reason would have mourned longer. Married with mine uncle. My father's brother. No more like my father than I to Hercules. Within a month. Yeah, yet the salt of most unrighteous tears had left the flushing in her galled eyes. She married. Wicked speed. Post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. It is not so. It cannot come to good. Break my heart, for I must hold my tongue. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of trouble, and by opposing end them. To die. Sleep. No more. And by a sleep, say we in the heartache and the 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to, the consummation develops to be wished. To die. Sleep. To sleep perchance to dream. There's the rub. For in that sleep of death, when dreams may come, shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. And to respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who will bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare blade. It would be Bartle's there. Grunt and sweat under a weary life. With the dread of something after death. The undiscovered country. He's born, no traveler returns. Publish the will. It makes us rather bear those ills we have and fly to others that we know not of. Its conscience does make cowards of us all. Thus, the native view of revolution is sicklied over with the pale cast of thought. An enterprise is a great pitching moment. With this regard, their courage turned awry and lose the name action. Softly now. Fair Ophelia. All occasions do inform against me, and spur my dull revenge. What is a man? He's good in market of his time, be but to sleep and feed. A beast, no more. Sure, he that made us for such large discourse, looking before and after, gave us not that capability and godlike reason to fuss in us unused. Whether it be bestial oblivion, or some craven scruple of thinking too precisely on the event. Thought which quartered as though one part wisdom and ever 3 parts coward. I do not know why yet I live to say this thing's to do. I have cause, will, strength, means to do it. Example grows as earth exorbitant. What is this army of such mass and charge? Led by a delicate and tender prince. Spirit. Divine ambition puffed. Makes mouths at the invisible event. Exposing what is mortal and unsure to all the force of death, danger, dare. Even for an eggshell. Greatly to be great is not to stir without great argument, but greatly to find quarrel in a straw when honor's at the stake. How stand I then, and have a father killed, a mother stained, excitements of my reason in my blood, and let all sleep? Smile to my shame. See the imminent death of 20,000 men. For a fantasy and trick of fame, go to their graves like beds. Fight for a plot whereon the numbers cannot drive the cause. There's not tomb enough incontinent to hide the slain. From this time forth, my thoughts be bloody, or be nothing worth.